Argentinian style smoked brisket today. Let's go! If you've been following me, you know we try a lot of different techniques with brisket. We try open fire asador brisket. We deconstruct the brisket. We did several Argentinian recipes, and some of them were good, some of them were failed. But today we're thinking something different because we always try to do Argentinian techniques on how to cook a brisket. Now we're gonna flip it up. Why if we do US, Texas techniques, but we add the Argentinian flavors? So today we're gonna do a red wine chimichurri smoked brisket. Vamos! Yeah. If you're from South America, you know, but if you're from America, I said it a few times, we don't smoke at all. Like me growing up, I never seen an offset smoking in my life. Lately, let's say some people start smoking, we have some good restaurants, but it's just starting. When you think in traditional Argentinian barbecue, you have to think about chimichurri, sea salt, coarse salt, and you have to think about red wine. Argentina is the #1 beef consumption country per capita in the world. We eat something like 100 pounds a year per capita. That's counting everybody. That's counting old people, children, vegetarians, vegans. Okay, we don't have a lot of those, but that's counting everybody. So that said, we're gonna prepare this with a chimichurri and salt rub, and you're gonna like this one. We're gonna inject red wine, more specifically Malbec, the Argentinian grape. Are you ready for this? Now we're gonna start like a traditional brisket cook. We're gonna trim, we're gonna prepare that to smoke. Let's get to work. We need a knife to trim. Check this out. Tana Knife Company, baby. I love this knife. First of all, guys, I'm not an expert on smoking, you know that. I'm not a big trimmer, I don't like to trim. Don't judge on my trimming skills, but we're gonna make it happen. Vamos! We're not a complete experts on this, so if you're searching for a channel that is gonna teach you how to smoke, follow Jeremy, Mad Scientist. Here, we're gonna do only crazy stuff.
You good, Al?
Yeah. That is God telling me, don't trim the fat. It's a sign, dude, it's a sign. Okay, guys, that was the first step on this cook. It was the trimming. Remember, an Argentinian would never trim, but also an Argentinian would never smoke. So this is all new. So now we have our, I guess, decent, I don't know. Let's see, maybe Jeremy, you ought to see this and he's not gonna be proud of me, but I'm kind of proud of this. I'm not used to trim, but now we're gonna use olive oil as a binder. Olive oil that we use a lot. That's also very characteristic from Argentina. We're gonna use olive oil as a binder. We're gonna use my chimichurri mix. This is dry. You can use it as a rub, but it's low sodium. So because it's low sodium, we're gonna add salt parrillera. That's also my salt, and a thick piece of meat like this is gonna need a little bit of salt. So we're gonna start with the binder, then the salt, then the chimi. Dale. Un poquito de olive oil. We're gonna do one side first and then the other side. And we can go heavy with this because super low sodium is basically herby. Okay. Chimichurri brisket. We just realized something, that we should have injected wine first before we do the rub, but we got super excited about it. So now we're gonna inject red wine, and if it washes a little bit, we put more seasoning. Not a big deal. I have my glass. I don't wanna, listen, this is my glass. I don't wanna mess it up. Ooh. So it has to be one, okay? Ooh. Bang! Ooh. Ooh, that's getting in, dude. That's getting in hard. Okay, I have to say something because this video is gonna be weird because the times that we picked to do this, they are not the best. But let me tell you something. My good friend and camera guy and director, Ben, on the other side of the screen, he became a dad a few months ago, so good for him. There's a first child, beautiful girl. Yeah, come on, say yes, yes, okay. Sophia, his wife, let him stay tonight. Thank you, Sophia, we love you. That's the only way that we can do a brisket and a cook overnight. So this is the only day in the week, probably the month, probably the decade that he's gonna be allowed to do this. So thank you, Sophia, thank you, Ben. But yes, the times is gonna be crazy because now it's like 8 p.m. We're gonna put it down, we're gonna have to wrap in the middle of the night. We're good, dale. to the smoker. Vamos, baby, vamos! We have our solution from mad scientist Jeremy. I love this thing. Angelito has it nailed to the degree, dude. I told him, Angelito, get it in 225. He's in 225 since, I don't know, 40 minutes ago, okay? Bien, Angelito. Vamos, Angelito, everybody. Angelito! I'm an open fire guy, but I love to smoke. You know, I always said like open fire is more enjoyable, the process, because you hang around the fire. But it's always a good night when you know that you have something smoking in your, you know, it's like that sensation, that tickling that you have, like those 12, 14, 16 hours that you know you have something in the smoker. We're gonna cook it Texas style. Once it reaches 165, we're gonna wrap it. We had all the fat that we just trimmed. We're gonna make it into beef tallow. So before we wrap, we're gonna put that on like Jeremy does. Vamos. Now it's time to enjoy a cigar, a bourbon, beer. Let's have fun, baby. Let's have fun! Vamos! Ale. What time is it?
It's time to go check the brisket.
Okay. Ben, beer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the first time we're gonna open it. Okay, vamos. I like that. I love it. So Ben, the guy with the camera, was saying we're not gonna get a bark on it, but it looks like we're gonna get a bark.
It's woofing.
We need the thermometer, right?
No, we need a shoe.
Temp is looking fine. I think, Angelito, you got all the numbers to do the next check. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And you wrap it, everything?
I'll try my best.
So it's 145. We need at least 20 more degrees. And then one hits 165. We're gonna wrap it. When I say we, it equals Angelito. Angelito's gonna wrap it when it gets 165. And then we're gonna cook it until probably 6 a.m. That is gonna be done. We're gonna put it in a cooler and we're gonna rest it until tomorrow, okay? Vamos. Angelito. All right, I'm gonna stay awake for a little bit, okay? You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? He doesn't understand what I'm talking about, right? He's too young. But if you're old like me, you understand what I'm saying. You know, if you know, you know. Yes. Okay, guys, it's late night. We hit 165 internal. Look at this. The bark is built. Okay, I like that bark, dude. I like that bark. It's 165. We are ready to wrap. Last stretch, guys. Last stretch, okay? Stay with me. Vamos.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm going to bed.
All right, good night.
Okay, good night. He's gonna be here, okay? Me voy a la cama. I'm going to sleep. Bye. Okay, guys, welcome to the next day. This is tomorrow. Now let me tell you what happened last night, okay? So as you can see, right, for the video, we were late night. We were like a little toasty. I woke up at 6. I put the brisket in the cooler and has been resting till now. Now, what time is it? 11:30. So it was like a pretty decent 5.5, 6 hours of resting. Coming back to the recipe, we said that we're gonna Argentinize the Texas brisket. We were thinking about how we can serve it, how we can eat it. What better than a classic recipe that we do it with vacío, that is a sandwich de vacío. The formal name is chegusán de cioba, okay? That's a vacío sandwich that we have it with chimichurri and salsa criolla. Salsa criolla is the second most famous salsa in Argentina. In Argentina, we don't have a lot of salsas, like if you compare us with the US or Mexico. Here we have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of salsas. Same in Mexico. In Argentina, we don't do salsas. We have 2, classic chimichurri and salsa criolla. Salsa criolla is equal parts bell pepper. You can do red, you can do multicolor, tomato, and onions. And the key is to chop it everything small. Guys, this is the secret, okay? It's tomato, but only the hard part of the tomato. tomato, not the liquid. The secret is have the same amount of bell peppers, tomato, and onions. Now we're gonna put it on a bowl. We're gonna mix it with olive oil and vinegar and salt and pepper. That's it. That's all it has. Some people like to put parsley. We're gonna put parsley too. The original recipe, and this could be controversial, it doesn't have parsley. Like I said, salt and pepper to taste. Olive oil and vinegar, again, equal parts. And remember, this is a sauce. It's not like a pico de gallo. Gonna mix it. Dude, guys, this is so easy to make. Tastes so fresh. To pair with beef is extraordinary. Beef is gonna cut it with the tanginess. Sauce ready. We are warming up the bread to make the sandwiches. We're gonna reset this and the moment of the truth. Vamos, let's go. Okay guys, this is probably one of the biggest moments of the truth that we ever did. We kind of have a foggy memory on what happened last night, but let's see. This is gonna be big, okay? Well rested. All right, shout out to these guys. Drip easy. Let's go, boys. Cuts pretty good. What do you think?
Not a bad looking brisket, bro.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Ooh. And I'm not even squeezing it. Before anything, I have to try it. Yeah. So we combine to do Argentinian flavors with Texas technique. So definitely the Argentinian flavors were there. It's better than the Texas? No, absolutely no. But I like it. Overall cook, I like it. It was fun. So now we're gonna enjoy this food. We're gonna eat those cheusanes de Cioba. Angelito, vamos.
Wow.
Cheers. Oh.
Cheers.
Conclusion time. First of all, that wasn't my best brisket, right? It wasn't my best cook, but it was pretty good. I can taste the chimichurri. That was there. I like the crust. The wine surprised me. We could taste the wine, right? It was pretty intense. A little over for my taste, right? Overall, I think it's a success. If you ask me, is better than Texas brisket? No, it's not. If you ask me, should we do it again? Probably not. Overall, again, I think it was a great cook. We're gonna eat this, we're gonna enjoy it, and the process was pretty fun too. Dale. Again, guys, if you like this kind of content, you have to give us a follow. You have to leave your comment here because we love to hear what you have to say. We want to hear your ideas for new videos. We love doing this. I hope you enjoy. Vamos, this was Brisket Argentinian style. Alfred going out. Vamos. Boom, baby.